Hey, what's going on, y'all? Coming to y'all again with something that I want to talk about today, and that is accountability. Um, a lot of the times, and I don't want nobody, especially the females, to take this no type of way. A lot of the times, I'm talking to, the guys, the fellas. Um, uh, so I want y'all to still chime in. You get what I'm saying? But I want a lot of the guys to give that input and opinions on a lot of the things I talk about, because most of the time I'm talking from a male perspective, and we don't really get that a lot. So it's something that I really want to key in on when I'm making my content and having these different types of conversations. So let's get back to the topic: accountability. I feel like a lot of the times as men, we don't know how to be accountable for things that transpire in our life. And this is not just when we're going through stuff. I'm talking about when we begin to go through things and the process of going through things. It comes a point in time where we can't keep blaming everybody else for things that's occurring in our life. We have to look in the mirror and accept that it's us. You get what I'm saying? It's us that need to change things, as us that need to do things differently. I learned at quite a older age to learn how to be accountable for my own actions. Um, don't get me wrong, trauma can play a role in things that you do, but eventually you have to try to overcome your trauma and confront things head on. Um, I learned that being accountable for things that I was doing in my life and the things that I was doing that was making things in my life harder and harder. I had that time to sit down and look in the mirror and self-reflect, because you could talk to a bunch of people, um, but eventually you gotta look in the mirror and look at yourself and see the things that you can do and the things that you can change to make your situation better. Um, One of the things I try to do is stop being so negative. I feel like every little situation that occurred, I always had something negative to say, or I always thought negative. I always thought about the most negative outcome that could come out of the things that I was doing or saying. I never thought like, okay, if I do it this way, maybe it could come out this way. More of a in a positive way. Um, just like in some situations where people might have stopped talking to me, or I might have stopped talking to them. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. Sometimes you got to be accountable for things when they fall apart. At some point in time, you played a role in something happening, you know, and I feel like I've done that several times. And friendships where I'll be like, well, man, fuck that person or forget that person. When the whole time, I also played a role in that scenario. Where though that person might feel some type of way about me, which is okay. I'm not even mad about that. You get what I'm saying? So learn, guys, to sometimes just woosah, look in the mirror and look at all your pros and your cons of yourself. Even if you got to sit down and make a list of all your positives and all your negatives and see where you can slowly start to delete the negative things and help the positive list grow as much as you can. Just some quick words from y'all for y'all. Like I said, when I talk, I try to be as transparent as I possibly can be. And this is not wrote down. This is not staged. This is just strictly how I'm feeling at the time. So it's definitely raw. It's definitely real. And catch y'all on the next one. Holla.